Hello, Richard.
Hi, Danielle.
How are ya?
Excellent. Yourself?
Welcome aboard.
I think I've had you before. A long
Have
time
we
ago.
been together before? Oh man, you've got a great memory.
Nice. Excellent.
Nice to see you again, Richard.
Gotcha. How you been?
I've been well. I've been going through, everyone's kind of working their way through some unique struggles and challenges at times like this.
Yeah.
So amidst that, I think I'm still finding plenty to be thankful for.
Excellent.
Which
Good
is
to
kind of
hear.
like my bearing of keeping things in check,
Yeah.
It can be overwhelming if you only see the one narrative.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful.
How have you been keeping?
Same thing, right? Like still like trying to get through it.
Yeah.
Like I changed my job role,
Okay.
so now I don't travel.
Ah.
Right? Haven't traveled for over a year, and
Have you been doing well with that, or
no, it's
you're missing that element?
yeah, because I was I left an organization
Right.
to do that role,
Right.
and then a year later,
Yeah.
after leaving,
Yeah.
now I'm not doing it, right? And now I'm in a different department,
Yeah.
and it's like I feel like I'm a retired consultant now.
Oh,
You know, work
which is
from
not.
home the whole time.
Yeah.
Three big computer monitors now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's not your jam.
nope.
Ah.
No, I enjoy the people.
Yeah.
Right. Enjoy
Yeah.
like all the meetings we used to have in person
Yeah.
and projects.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
So my background's project management.
Okay.
So having that team together all the time,
Mm-hmm.
I miss it so much.
It adds a few new challenges, I suppose, in trying to get your job done when you can't be in person with them, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
So by contrast, I guess that's where I also probably get a huge perk in that I get to see people as part of my job.
Yes, exactly.
I get to be out and about.
Absolutely.
So I can hear you. That would be challenging for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for
Yes.
you. So where we're going
Yes.
is I'm doing a house viewing.
Okay.
So I'm only going to be there like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So how can I rebook you or keep you there? Like,
I am happy to wait for you, Richard. The only thing is, once this trip closes,
yes.
sometimes they'll even queue another one before the trip closes.
Okay.
So if you want to hang on to me, it might be a little bit more. I'm not sure if you want to do it that way, but you could book the return trip with me as a continuous.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to add a stop on this present run, that will
Okay.
lock me in with you, and I don't mind waiting that length of time if you want. I'm not sure. I think it may charge a little bit just for that wait time as well.
That's not
too.
a problem.
Okay, so
Like, just the,
in the app, you're just looking for the
Yeah.
add or change, and then you're going to look for an extra line down below your destination here to bring you back here. If you want me to show you exactly where that
Yeah.
is. Yeah, for
Don't
sure. So
mind. Feel
this one
free.
right here is the add or change. So we'll click
Okay.
on that one there. Now we want to add, so we'll add like that, and
Yeah.
then we'll add a stop right there.
Oh, perfect.
And then, yeah, and then we'll just rework things on my app as well. That way I'm guaranteed booked with you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The pleasure is mine. I don't mind waiting at all. It's been that kind of time where it's been slow.
Yes. Is it really?
Oh, it's really slow. Yeah,
Wow.
really slow. Here we are on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday nights are usually hopping.
Just packed, right?
Right, yeah. But with current dynamic of poor weather, this is time for, people who are interested in going out. The only options they have are outdoor patios.
Yes.
Outdoor patios are a little challenging when we have the current climate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Just a
so, and so they'll probably opt to, stay in or visit friends' homes or that kind of dynamic. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so they're in there. Continue. Change for new price.
And then on my end, it'll just update that as well. And we are good to go.
Excellent. Thank you so much
You
for that.
are welcome.
I appreciate that. I wasn't sure how
Yeah.
many drivers would be up in that area this time of night, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, it's no problem for me
Oh,
at all.
wonderful. I like your fedora.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's awesome. Very awesome.
Most people think I have a good sense of fashion, but they're sorely mistaken. I just seem to fluke out consistently, and so I'll take the credit for my my mashup.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, so since I've been working from home,
Yes.
I used to don't have like the best fashion sense, but
Yeah.
I really enjoy dressing up.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Yeah.
the color.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm not, but
Yeah.
yeah, like all the colored socks and the ties and the different shirts, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
And so when I first started working from home, I'm like, oh, okay, pajamas, sweatshirt, right?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, then finally it's like, I can't do this. I have to have a balance of this is work,
Yeah.
this is work time,
Right.
and this is personal time.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I get up, except for Fridays.
Yeah.
I get up
Yeah.
early morning.
Yeah.
I shave, shower,
Yeah.
just like I'm going to work,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I put on my, you know, flary pants. I
Yeah.
even wear my dress shoes all day long.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? And
It's something mental, isn't it?
It is,
It's a
for me.
psychological cue.
And same thing,
Yeah.
right? I have 2-bedroom condo.
Yeah.
So that second bedroom is a full
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that space,
Yeah.
I am only in there
For work.
for work.
Got
That's it.
That's your place that you come out of and you're off
Yeah.
duty. Okay.
I have to have that division.
I know what you
Otherwise,
mean. Yeah.
when that pandemic first hit
Yeah.
and we're project management, it was panic time.
Yeah.
Like, we were on call like
24.
24/7,
Yeah.
and it was absolutely stupid.
Oh my
Right? There was
goodness.
no
Yeah.
need for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People
Yeah.
just didn't know what they didn't know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so then I just like, that's it. I have to have the boundaries, right? It's no different
Absolutely, yeah.
than I'm commuting to work right now.
Yeah.
So you can't get me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So same thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just because I'm at home doesn't mean I'm at home 2 more hours in a day.
Right.
So
And I think a lot, from what I was hearing, a lot of people were experiencing that element where the work got them a lot more than they were booked for. Now they didn't seem to mind because they're like, I guess I'm up already, so I'll just do it. Exactly, exactly. So it seems to have worked really in the favor of work, the company itself, right?
Yeah.
That they were able to get a bit more work from their employees that way. But I find, like you're saying, that implementation of boundaries. I mean, it's nice to know yourself well enough, but for someone like you who's very intentional, saying, no, this is how I'm going to apportion my time, and here's why I'm thinking the way I'm apportioning it, and there's a reason that I'm aiming for this kind of expression.
Yeah.
It's rare for folks to just kind of fall into that accidentally. It has to be really intentional, saying, no, there's a price tag on this amount of time here, and I'm going to make it count for this or this, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I find the same thing too. Like when I'm going to work, like this is my job here, love my job. This sense of style that I have, I'm more particular about it. I like a certain look, you know, and so I'm very careful with what I wear or don't wear. And so for me, this is like my jam when I go to work. I like doing this because it's an extension of my service, right? It's an extension of my presentation. And then also for me personally, I enjoy it. Now, when my friends see me on occasion not dressed up, they're surprised, saying, wow, you actually do have those kind of days. I said, of course I do, you know. I'll have t-shirt days or shirt days. And so that's a surprising thing for them. But that for me is, I guess, given my lifestyle, that's not my main way of presenting myself, so to speak. But yeah, I do feel the same way like you. Like there's just that mind frame that you get into, and you're like, here's my process, here's my pattern that I do, and here's how I'm most effective, you know. And so you appreciate those elements if you know them well enough.
Exactly, and it's funny because I get on our Zoom or whatever virtual calls all day long, and everybody's like, "What ties Richard wearing today?" Right? It's like, and then it's like, I can't believe you wear a suit, like not always a suit, but at least a tie,
formal,
and dress pants and shirt, right? Every day.
At home,
I'm like, except Fridays. Friday's casual day, right? So I can chill out. I don't have to shave Fridays, right? It's that routine, it's that mindset.
Absolutely.
And everybody, it's hilarious because it's, you know, some of the people that we deal with so I deal with the company for globally, but mostly North America.
Yeah.
And so sure enough, some of our partners that jump on our calls, they're like, oh my God, Richard's dressed up every freaking time, right? It's like, I have to, it's my sense of purpose and balance for my day.
Yeah.
And it's true. At the end of the day, it's no different than coming home. What do? You come home, you get rid of your work clothes, and then your comfy time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because when it first hit, I was like, oh, this is just couldn't do it. And then same thing. I had to convert that extra bedroom into the office instead of working on the kitchen counter or somewhere else in the. Like, and I do see some people
do that
where they like every time you're on a call, they're in a different room of their house, which is great. It's fine. But for me, there's still a personal boundary.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not productive if I'm not set up.
Yeah.
And I need to see multiple screens. I need paper in front of me. I need like all these things.
Yeah.
I just can't keep moving all that around the house. So
I had this really interesting conversation with one of my riders yesterday. I picked her up at her workplace. She was on her way home. She said, for me, using Uber is worth the money spent so I can gain that time, because I don't want to have to deal with another hour-and-a-half ride on transit. And so she's more than happy to say, I'm spending my money on this. It seems simple and trivial, but she's basically buying back her time, right? And so it made me consider how for some people to say, hell no, I want to save my money and I'll handle the transit, whereas for her, she said, no, this is valuable. She had such a clear sense, right? Cool. And so for some of us, I guess we have those specific investments, is probably a good way to say it, where we say this is worth it for me to spend a little bit more on this area because it serves me in a really intentional way. And so knowing what that is like is kind of helpful. For some, it may be one expression that others say, wow, I would never think of doing that. You know, that's not my expression there or my interest. But it's a very helpful analogy to think, what are those things that are going to help you extend yourself to be able to survive in a really good mental space, physically. And that's what she was saying. She was like, I like showing up at work happy so I can finish happy and get back home. And this is how I buy that for myself, right?